Hey, it's Kat and welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we're going to be taking a look at a recent Minecraft build I made. Wow! So recently I got kind of bored and I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw an idea of just a little pond and I was like, wow, that might be really cute. So that little idea led to this, which I think I spent about a week building. And I think this honestly turned out pretty cool. It's probably one of my favorite builds I've made recently. So this build is just kind of a giant pond themed one because I really like building fountains and ponds in Minecraft. That's probably my biggest pastime, is I just build different shaped ponds because I think it's cool. Doesn't mean it is cool, I just think it's cool. So yeah, the biggest part of this build is probably this little river area. And if you can't tell already, one of the biggest themes of this build is being mystic and having amethyst crystals. I like the amethyst crystals, they're very shiny. So we have a few little walkways up and down the sides of the little river. Just kind of like little pathways that you can go down and just lead back up to the top where the waterfall is. And you can see on both sides I actually made some custom trees. So everything in this build is made entirely by hand. I didn't use any world edit. So each of these trees I made separately. So they're all individual and have a little bit of quirkiness. Some cute quirks. Don't look a little too closely at those. You might see a few flaws. And over here on this side we have a barricade as well, because you could potentially drown because the pathway flooded. Totally on purpose. So the pathways that were flooded here and all this stuff is buried under the water. And it's just kind of blocked off on both ends since you can only really go on the edges. And around this little river I made, we also have two different biomes. So the one biome is just a bunch of flowers and some spruce trees that just have lights. And on the other side is the cutest little mushrooms. I like the mushrooms. They turned out very cute. They make me happy. So these little mushrooms are pretty easy to make. As you can see, it's just an end wall with a mushroom block, but they just add the cutest little details. Like, how can you not love a cute little mushroom? It's just so squishy. Let's get away from the mushrooms. We gotta get away from the mushrooms. And also over here in this little biome we have the amethyst blocks. So that's based off of the original cobblestone and mossy cobblestone ones you can find in this biome. And I just replaced them with amethyst because it's prettier. And because I couldn't just make one river with two waterfalls at each end, I also made a small little waterfall off an island into this little pond where all the fish have basically died because they swam up the waterfall. And then on top, there's just this little bitty pond with some little fishies in it that don't really have anything because they're up in the sky. They don't need stuff to live. And the final cool aspect of this build is when you go up in the air. So looking down at the top of the waterfall, it looks like nothing on the ground, just some blocks, looking very blocky. But when you fly in the air, it's a heart. Look how cute. It's a pretty heart. And it goes down a diagonal, which I thought was really cool. Because that was my favorite thing of the lake video I saw, is that it was a heart that had water in it. I think that's really all that, that there is to that statement. And the one final touch I added to this build, when you turn on nighttime. So all around the build is all these frog lights. So if you look in a circle, there's a ring light of just frog lights on the edges lighting up what's part of this mystic fairy-esque themed build. And to keep the monsters probably from spawning away if you were to join the world in survival mode. Not really sure about that, didn't test that theory. Along with this build, there's also a few items hidden around if you can find them. You may have already seen one or two during the video. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And let me know if you like seeing Minecraft stuff. Bye!